All right. Greetings, everybody. Higher frequency, the reasoning. And I have Jungle Johanna. I love you.
I love you.
This is Ginger Shots. We're going to cheers. First of all, I'm cheersing to you. Cheers. Is it cheersing to you?
Cheersing to Libra
I
season.
love you. I was going to say that.
Yes.
Libra season. We're the same. I love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for saying yes. I
Of
love you.
course.
Cheers.
Oh, this is good. Got a little like, oh. She's hard. It's hard.
Uh-huh.
Boom.
Settled in a little bit so that ginger in the back. All right. Every time I go through this, it's going to happen. Johanna, I love you.
I love you.
I want to tell everybody how I first met you or how I first saw you. Ooh, it's ginger. By the way, Divine Nectar, let me take a sip before I start.
What's in this? Tell the people.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
Did you make this?
Divine Nectar.
Is this yours too?
This is fresh. Blah. Listen, this ginger got me stuttering. Hold on.
Oh, damn. What's in this?
There's a little bit of apple. There's a little bit of orange. She's going to...
Yeah, I'm taking this home.
Yeah, I love you. She
take this to go.
So special to me. Jade, Divine Nectar. She's our main sponsor and more for you.
Yes,
I'm going to let her know.
Please, please, please.
So
send the things.
My love, the first time I saw you, I gasped.
Where was this?
I saw you online. No, it was Instagram. And I was like, literally,
what year,
I'm not even exaggerating.
What year,
this
though?
was 2020. I remember because it was like right after I started.
COVID.
Yeah, and I started dating Sean with Megalith. It was right after. And I fell into your Instagram some way, somehow. No, because you were hosting for the grand opening of Megalith.
Yes, but were you guys dating at that time?
No, not at that. We came like weeks after.
Okay.
Right after.
Okay.
And then I saw your Instagram and I literally, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not saying it because you're in front of me. I gasped. I was like, beautiful. I remember saying it just like that. I was like, what kind of being looks like this?
Photoshop.
It was not Photoshop, girl. I was like, how beautiful.
I definitely discovered Facetune in 2020.
You're so funny.
Don't go back too far. Because
I remember pushing follow right away and I was like this, wow, for real.
You're so sweet.
No exaggeration. And I want to give that to you because I also instantly realized that we are reflections of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that instantly. I was like, wow, just how you flow. It was more of your modeling pictures at that time.
Yeah.
But one day I saw you speak and I was like, oh,
when was
this girl is really about it.
Online?
And you were doing your PSAs, your famous PSAs.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, these PSAs, do you plan it? Or does something pop up in your mind and you're like, PSA everybody?
This is what happened. Okay, so I lost my Instagram multiple times because haters, whatever. I was also had like a little OnlyFans moment. So,
I know that.
Girl, 2020, we gotta get this checked. And my content wasn't as, polished as it is now. And so my Instagram got deleted. And I came up with a new Instagram, which is now I gave it to my husband. So now it's my husband's Instagram that I run. He don't even know it exists. He knows about it, but he doesn't do social media, nothing, Facebook, anything. Right. And I was in my spiritual journey. I've always been in a spiritual journey because I'm sober through the program. And like, if you're familiar with recovery, it is a God-based program. But I was like now like starting to follow like the spiritual girls and like, I got the braids and I lost all my friends. So I had to kind of do this like rebirth. And so I started the PSAs. I didn't even know they were a thing, but I was doing PSAs on my other account. And then when my old account came back, I switched them over and they used to be long. And then I did one short PSA and the engagement bopped like so well that I was like, okay, I'm turning this 1 minute PSA into like nothing more than 15-second PSA.
I noticed that.
I switched it up for the algorithm. So I'll go like maybe on my story, I'll elaborate off the PSA and like give the full thing. But I keep it short for the algorithm. And then if I think of something, I'll put it in my phone, but I don't film things beforehand. I film it when I'm going to post it.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not like, my Instagram feed is very polished and like put together and aesthetic, but my stories are like manic. Like
your stories are a lot. Your stories are a lot.
They're manic. It's like memes.
Yeah.
Like all kind of shit. Yes.
But it's worth watching because everything you post, like just because I know you, it's a reflection of you.
And I've toned down a lot. Like I used to rant and like go off, and I've toned down a lot. And like I've toned down because like certain brands I work with like don't want to see that. But I've also toned down because it's like I'm just in a place where like I will not give energy to anything negative. You know what I mean? And like even though my stuff would be like tough love-ish,
Yes,
or like calling out people, like that you gotta cut me a check for that.
straight
Like
up.
I'm not, you know what I mean? Because there's no such thing as bad press. So
Yeah.
it's like if I'm talking about you on my page, like I look silly as hell, and
I
like
hear you.
you know what I mean? Like I'm gassing you up. You know what I mean? Because I know how to alchemize, right? So like when people go in on me, I'm like, cool. Like all that's doing is like making me popular or making me whatever or bringing engagement
Definitely.
or whatever. So I don't do that to other people. You know what I mean? Like I talk about myself. I talk about, I keep it positive. I keep it short. And I don't know. I just don't go there anymore because I just don't want to.
But you keep it real.
Always.
And you
But
keep
that's
it
always.
raw.
But that's always. But
You
that's
keep it
always.
real,
I
you
don't
keep
know
it
how
raw.
I don't know how to be any other way. It gets me in
Amazing.
trouble
I
all the
feel that.
time.
I know.
But it gets me in trouble all the time. All the time. My dad's the same way. My dad's the same way. He's like always popping off.
Wow.
All this, it's like, it's just, I don't know. My grandma was like that too. It's
But
just like
that's authenticity because I thought of you the other day. I was watching this clip, and in the clip he talks about what higher frequency really is. And he was like, a lot of people think it's love. The highest frequency is love. And he's talking
highest
like
frequency is truth.
is truth and authenticity. And I instantly thought of you. This was just a couple days ago because I'm like kind of medding on our
what we're gonna
podcast
do today. Yeah.
And so I instantly thought of you and I was like, that's it. Your authenticity, your unapologetic ways of speaking,
Forever.
even if it may, hurt somebody, it's truth that they have to feel it. You know what I mean? I noticed that.
See, but this is where like I feel like I don't want to hurt people when I say stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why I also like, because some people are not ready. Like the truth has never been a popular subject,
because it only hurts because it's the truth,
right? But like, for instance, somebody wanted to reach out to me. They wanted to like have a conversation with me. They're like, I feel like the vibes are off, and I was like, hey, I want to let you know that the vibes are off because you're being a weirdo. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I said, and I was like, but we can talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I'm waiting for them to set up the date. Like it's been a couple days now. So like, I'm assuming we're probably just not going to talk about it,
because you kept it real,
which is fine. Well, the thing for me is it's like, if you want to sit down with me and have a conversation with me and like talk the things, we can talk the things, right? Like, but to somebody who doesn't want to hear the truth is going to seem like an attack. So for me, even if I'm right, even if what I'm saying is right, if it's falling on deaf ears or if it's falling on somebody who's not evolved enough to understand it and not take it as an attack or take it as like I'm going in on them, how is that truth serving them? It's not. So I'd rather just keep my mouth shut. I'm not necessarily going to be fake and smile in your face and act like it's all good, but I don't necessarily think that everything needs to be said, needs to be said by me or needs to be said right now.
Wow.
I learned that. That's the AA one. I'm a plug AA.
That's a PSA right there too.
Half of my shit comes from AA, girl. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So how long have you been sober?
I've been sober for 15 years. It will be 15 years in April. So like 14 and a half. It's wild. It's wild. It's so wild.
I can't even imagine you on anything. Because you're already
it's a lot.
so,
yeah,
you
it's
have
a
such
lot.
a big
It's
personality.
It's a lot. It's not great.
Imagine.
It's really not great. I got to be honest with you. That's why I stopped. It's not hitting. And my husband smokes weed every day, all day, every day. Like, and is productive and like is a chef and like gets up and cooks food and like cleans the house. And like I get paranoid and like I'll hide in a closet and like cry. Yeah, I don't. I was taking CBD from a doctor, I would say in 2021. And we went to New York on a trip. And I guess the laws are different there. I don't know because I don't know. And like in Miami, if you go in somewhere and you ask for CBD, you're going to get like a CBD gummy. I guess they have like Delta 8. I don't know what any of this shit is. Well, that's what I got. And I literally like went into psychosis. Like I'm on the plane. I thought I was going to die. I'm like hysterically crying.
What?
No, it's awful. I'm so, I can't do anything.
So you're a whole natural high right here.
Well, natural, like in that sense. I mean, not natural with like, I have like a lot of filler and like my boobs done, like I have weave in my hair. I love it. Dude's yummy. He's like natural beauty right there. And I'm like, who? Who and who? I wear fast fashion.
I couldn't even tell. Sorry. And I'm not saying that again because you're in front of me. I could not tell. I know because I see you're so raw and open. Like I know that you talk about your eyebrows, which are
oh my God, the eyebrow transplant. Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, don't let the name fool you. Okay. It's not the same one. He's phenomenal. He's also bringing edges back. He's snatching the edges back. Yo, he's doing the Lord's work, baby.
What made you think of getting eyebrow implants?
Well,
I didn't even know that existed.
I used to pick at my face when I would get high. I'd pick at my face and I'd pick my eyebrows. So my eyebrows never grew back. And then I'd heard about it, like Chrissy Teigen did it, or like somebody did. No, Megan Good did it. That's why Megan Good has eyebrows now. Because she has
yeah.
She went to Dr. Champagne in LA. And I was like, I'm definitely not doing that. It was like 30 racks. Also, it was like very new. So, when procedures are new, they're super expensive because, they're new.
They're new. Yeah.
So long story short, I'm on set for Aloe and I'm talking to the makeup artist and I'm like, fuck, I really want this eyebrow transplant. And she's like, go on Real Self. She's like, you can vet doctors and get like good recommendations. And I'm like, girl, what? She's like, let's go on it right now. First name pop up, Dr. Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, she's like, write to him. She's like, write to him and tell him that you want to get an eyebrow transplant. See if he'll give it to you. And he gave it to me for half off.
Wow.
And I had wanted to do it.
But you had to promote him.
Yeah, but I would have paid and promoted him anyway.
Yeah,
I had no eyebrows. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing about it was I had wanted to get it before and a doctor told me I couldn't sweat for 30 days.
How?
So I was like, I teach hot Pilates.
Yeah.
I have to work. And he was like, no, girl, 6 days. They took hair from the back of my head and plucked it out. They like scalped me. Wow. And then put it in my eyebrow. Yo, I know. But they grow like crazy.
They grow?
So I have to trim them because if not, they'll like bangs. Like they'll like...
I learned something new. Because when I sent him to go get you, the first thing he said was, no, he said, I'm going to look for the eyebrows. He said, I'm going to look for the eyebrows. Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, definitely look for the eyebrows.
Yo, it's the best thing I ever did. I wish I did it sooner. You don't understand. And I would pencil them in and then after class, they'd be off because they like melt off my face.
For real?
Girl, I had no eyebrows.
Mine are coming.
No, but you have no, girl, no.
Mine are thick, but like,
I had no eyebrows. I plucked them all out. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I did this in November. It's been like a year almost.
Amazing. Girl, and you're known for your hair too.
Amazing.
This is extra, but your hair is extra.
Like so these are K-tips. This is from Justin. Shout him out over at That's It Salon in Miami Shores. I couldn't do the braids anymore, girl, because my edges were fucking snapping off. Because that's like, I don't take care of my hair. That's my white side. Like, I don't sleep in the scarf. I'm like, I'm just going to go to such a messy bun. And that's, I have fucking no hair.
Speaking of growing up, how was it like having this kind of hair? Well, first, how were you raised? Because I know it's different with mixed race.
Yeah.
Because they either show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Or they're like, I don't know what to do. Let me just send you somewhere.
I think it was both. So I've had this hair my whole life. Mm-hmm. It's always been like this. And my dad everybody loved it except for me. You know what I mean? So my dad would take like Murray's fucking wax and just like go like this and be like, all right, go to school. And I'm like, I hate it here and I hate you. Like I hated it. And everyone in my family's mixed. And then my mom has no family. It's my mom and like her uncle who like I met a couple times or her cousin who like is kind of bipolar, but he's cool, but like nobody else.
But where's your mom? Like what's her side?
My mom is white American. I mean, she's Croatian lineage wise, but like her dad died when she was 14. My grandma, her mom died when I was like 3. So I don't really, my mom didn't really raise me. Like she's there. My parents are together. But my mom was like, oh, okay, you're Jamaican. You have 6 kids. I'm going to let you run this and I'm going to go to work. Like straight up. Mm-hmm. Like me and my mom are cool, but like, we're cool. We're homies. Mm-hmm. There's no beef. My mom was never like, I want you to be, it was nothing like that. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't subscribe to like, I didn't have bad experiences with white people growing up. So I can't things happen, but it didn't happen for my family. Like I have some mixed friends that tell me that like their mom's side was super racist. You know what I mean? I didn't come from that. I can't relate to that. But my mom wasn't like the warmest, she wasn't like a hugger and like really warm. Like she's sweet and she's super artistic and like the Pilates and the dance and the creativity, I get it from her. But like my dad was like the affectionate one.
So are you closer to your dad? Which is the Jamaican side?
For sure. And I was raised by my aunts and my grandma. Mm-hmm. So like they were au pairs. So my dad would hire them to take care of me.
Wow.
And they would go to work because they both worked in Manhattan. I grew up in Jersey. So like they had like, my parents both had like really good jobs. And they were like, we gotta go to work.
So is that why you choose to do your retreats in Jamaica?
Of course.
I love that.
Of course.
So you feel your roots when you go there?
Yeah, hell yeah. I see my
Amazing.
grandma every time I go. Last time I went, I saw her. I saw her at dinner. I started bawling. It was wild. Every time I go, I see her. That's why I try to go all the time. We were at dinner and they like set the table. The people that were like hosting us, so we did like a resort and then we stayed in like a separate house because I had like 30 girls. I had like 30 people.
Wow.
So we had to like stay off property. And you know, the people take care of the house and things like that. And they set the table with the same linens that my grandma had. Like I walked down the stairs and it smelled like my grandma's house. And I like fucking lost it. Yeah. It was crazy. Crazy.
So how often do you go? How often do you do these retreats?
I do my retreats. I try to do, so last year was my first like solo retreat. I've been hired to do retreats.
Oh, I was about to say, it feels
People
like
would hire me to do retreats, but like hosting my own. So I did Jamaica and then I have Costa Rica in like 2 weeks. And
I saw that.
Costa Rica's in Puerto Viejo, which is an indigenous Rasta town. So it's like Jamaicans in Costa Rica.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
I see that you connect with the Rasta family when you go there. I noticed.
Always.
I saw the pictures.
Of course.
Yes, girl.
Always.
Oh my gosh, I love.
Of course. The fuck, yeah. So that's the thing. Like I want to do one in Miami in February. I really want to do Ibiza. I really want to do Ibiza with my homegirl, but like I don't know if she's got the capacity to do it. I want so many things and I just don't have a lot of time. And I always want to keep things accessible. So like that's why I'm limited. Like I'm never gonna do like St. Bart's and like fucking bougie shit because my people are, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that my people can't afford it.
Yeah,
that's not what I'm saying.
Let me tell you,
my people can't.
Whoa,
my people can't.
You put it out and you're sold out.
I don't need to do that. I can make money without you having to spend all your money.
Right.
And that's like what I've realized. I've realized that like I can still make money and help my community. I can still make money and not make people like I can make sponsors pay. Yeah. I can make other people pay. Girl. You get what I'm saying?
I definitely get what you're saying.
That's how I like to do it, you know?
And you know when to say yes, because there's a few times I've called you out and I've said, hey, can you come through? Just show up.
And I'm like, I can't.
You say yes to me.
I couldn't come to the last thing though. The indigenous
you went to the
people.
Protect Your Heart. Hello.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did the Protect Your Heart.
Oh my God, when I was dying.
You're so funny.
I was dying. I was fighting for my life.
When you met Sax and everything. You did the Protect
that's
Your
what
Heart.
Why did I thought it was called something else?
No, it was Protect Your Heart.
Okay,
it was the fitness day.
At the Elser.
No, I love you. You have so many things going on.
Where was it?
It was at the Hotel, Miami.
Isn't it by the Elser
downtown?
Okay.
Yeah.
Close.
I love you.
Let's talk about this elixir, divine nectar. It's fucking up.
No, you're not. Listen, you got a lot going on, girl. I get you. But okay, so just to clear it up, you went to the hotel.
I did.
You said yes. Like you said yes. You didn't even read. I remember you saying, I'm not even going to read all this. Yes, I'll be there. And I'm like, girl, give thanks because I know you're a big ticket.
Yeah, but you get down with the community. So I'm going to get down with people that get down with community. Yes. You get what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. Like, if you come to me and you're like, yo, I have no money or I don't really have a big budget, but I want you to come through and can you do something for me? I'm going to say yes. If you got a big budget and you're trying to fucking play me, I'm going to say no. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. And I don't care what the budget is. If I can't go, I can't go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I can't spread myself too thin. Because everything I do is about energy. And if I don't sleep, I'm a bitch. So then I'm going to like be mean to somebody or, and like, I don't know, I'll be mean to someone at like the coffee shop and that's someone who knows somebody, you know what I mean? Like it's happened to me so many times. So I have to make sure that I'm like well rested, I'm in good spirits, I'm doing the things because if not, my stock gets low.
Wow.
I have to.
And
I have to.
A lot going on. So hold on.
So much.
Because first of all, when did you start teaching Pilates to now you're this whole like
the Pilates plug?
You are the Pilates plug.
I actually just bought a ring. It's a gold ring. It's a name ring and it says plug. It's coming. So stay tuned for that. That'll be here shortly.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Give me a little purchase. So I started teaching Pilates. I started taking Pilates when I was 19.
Oh.
Okay. I started taking Pilates at 19 in Tampa. I was modeling and I was big for modeling.
Yes.
So I had to slim down.
Oh, I thought you meant big, like a big deal.
No, big, like big, like fat. Yeah, like I had too much ass. Right, me neither. Because where is the ass today? Yeah. Anyway, so I needed to slim down and I started doing Pilates with this. She was a white woman. She was really cool, friend of my mom's. My mom was taking class with her. Her name is Stephanie Sconsi. I think she's Swedish or her husband was Swedish. And she was cool as hell and she knew her shit. And I would take that class. And I would do that with my mom. Like that was like our thing we would do together. It was like we'd take Pilates, we'd take yoga Pilates, and I was doing privates. So I started doing Pilates privates, mat Pilates privates when I was like 19.
Whoa.
I got married when I was 21. and I wanted to teach Pilates. Like that was like a thing that I always told my ex-husband. I was like, I want to get certified in Pilates. I want to get certified in Pilates. I never did it. The day we got divorced, I signed up for Pilates teacher training.
Wow.
And I signed up for Jet Set. So Jet Set is like mega lit. That is a mega form of Pilates. So that was my first thing that I did. That was my first introduction. That was my first teaching job ever. And I was there and like the money was not it. And then I wanted to continue my education. This was like in 2015. Then it was 2017. I was dating this dude who had bread. And I was like, yo, I really want to get certified. And I made him pay for all my certifications. So I did my mat. After I did my mat, I did it at Equinox. They invited me. I still had to pay, but they invited me to take, they were like, we want you to take the full thing at Equinox, but they didn't have enough people signed up. So I couldn't do it. So I did another studio called the Pilates Place, which is still around. It's in South Beach. Jackie and Louie, they're amazing. And I did my entire reformer training through them. And I completed that around like 2018, maybe like 19. And then in no, that's not right. I think I did that like 17, 18. And then at the end of 18, I did my yoga cert.
Wow.
And then I did my sound healing cert in 2024. I want to redo my yoga cert because I did not have a great experience with my yoga certification.
Wow.
I really want somebody of color, but I'm not in the place to travel. So I need somebody local to do a yoga training.
I love how you're looking at me.
So that we can,
she's been telling me, we're going to get there because I'm definitely going to do it because you're not the only one. There are people asking me.
I know.
They're like, please certify me. I don't want to go anywhere else. So I really, because
I haven't even taken your class and I know that it's good. I haven't even taken your class.
I love you. Listen,
I haven't even taken your class.
You know why it's good? Because it's authentic. And so
But I see it. I see it. And I see, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, I would love to do another yoga moment. I'd love to do maybe some type of pre-postnatal. I always want to do a bar cert. I always want to be learning because all it does make me a better teacher.
Yeah. That's why I need to do your Pilates.
Yes, you do.
I need to do it.
November.
Just because of the movements. Yep, November. And plus more because you're already, are you sold out already?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
We could squeeze you in.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I want to.
You should. I know you want to.
Yeah.
I know it's just timing for you. I get it.
There's so many things.
It's hard with other instructors. Yeah. And you have kids and you have a man.
Yeah,
like, you gotta
exactly. I have a whole thing going on.
Podcast.
I love you. But I have to though, because I want to up my game with the movements.
Yeah. And it's a really good community. Like you'll get girls,
your videos are so nice. Like
you'll get girls that want to do your shit.
15 seconds.
I know.
The way the women are coming together.
It's all real.
Dancing and it's a whole vibe in 15 seconds. It's like, I want in.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a good vibe. I make it good on purpose. It has to be like that.
When did you like get into that clever idea or like had this clever idea or that clever aha moment that you were like, let me just certify people?
So I was working in nightlife for a really long time, on and off through my entire wellness journey. Because if you know wellness, that shit don't pay.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was a bottle girl.
When you quit.
Yeah, when I got fired.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
Fired.
Yes, fired. Fuck y'all, by the way. Anyway, so fuck y'all, Club Space. I hate y'all. Anyway, so I got fired. And they're back open though. Actually, y'all should go. I heard the renovations look really good. But I got fired because beefing with bitches. You know what I mean? The one other mixed race girl that worked there, hating, snitching. The one that's supposed to be, you're supposed to be right here, but you over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, bet. Period. Awesome. And I mean, obviously, I did things. You know what I mean? Like things happen. I did some things, and honestly, I would cuss clients out. Like, you're not gonna come to my table and be high on ketamine and like all up in my face and like for 10 hours and then not tip me. Like, I'm cussing you out. Like, I'm not, like, I'm good.
So how was it being sober? And
I was cussing people out, girl, all the time.
You see it. You literally see the truth. Because I don't drink and I see it too.
Girl, it was a lot.
I can see the trickle effect.
It was a lot.
When people it starts getting in them. I see it.
It was a lot. Of course it was a lot. But for me, I was like, okay, what am I here to do? Make money. So now I'm scheming. Now I'm like, how do I make money? How do I make money? How do I make money? Puzzles, plots, got to make money because I'm there for, I would clock in at 9:30. I'd get off of work. Earliest I get off of work is 9:30. My shifts were 12, 15, 18, 19 hours. So you got me all day here to make $500? No.
Oh, shit.
So I made really good money there because I fucking had to. It wasn't like, oh, it's slow. I'm just going to get drunk with the rest of the girls. I was like, nah, I need to make this make sense.
Yeah.
If I'm here for 19 hours, the least amount of money I got to leave here with is $1,900. $100 an hour is not going to work.
Yeah.
Is the minimum I can do after taxes, which means it's got to be more. So I'm just like trying to figure out the things. But anyway, fast forward, I get fired. I was making a lot of money. And all I saw was the money. Obviously, I'm working in a nightclub. All I saw was the money. I didn't really care about wellness. I cared about it, but I didn't see how the bag could come. It was like, oh, I'm going to train all these people that, you know, they treat me like the help. They don't want to pay. They're fucking inconsistent. The guys try to hit on me, or they want, you know what I mean? It's the drama. People want therapists. Like, it was that, the events, but it's like so much work.
A lot of
I'm
work.
teaching the classes. I'm exhausted. Like, how do I really scale my business?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So long story short, I confided with a couple people and I got some really good advice. And one of the things that I heard was like, look, I know you don't love wellness right now, but like, it's what you do and it's what you're good at. Just stay right there. Just stay there and let it take you to the next thing. Yeah. You don't know what can happen for you if you stay in wellness, but be in wellness full time. Stop with the modeling and the bottle service and the bullshit. 10 toes down in wellness. Do that and see what happens. And I did not, that's not what I wanted to hear. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to listen to what these people tell me to do.
Right.
So I'm doing it. And then Aloe pops up. And Ella wants to work with me. And I'm like, you know me, I just think everyone's out to get me. So I'm like, I don't know. Do they watch my content? Like, do they see how I speak? Like, are they sure? Cause like, I
was surprised with that too.
Yeah, girl, so was I. So I was like, I don't know. So then Ella wanted to work with me and super fucking amazing opportunity. Still working with them today. I love them. They're great. They treat me great. Great. Just great. Just great. Thank you. Just really, really great. And so many doors have opened up for that. And please keep booking me. I love y'all. And then something happened and they had to cancel my shoot. And I thought it was me. I thought that maybe something happened. They saw something. Somebody said something. You know what I mean? I had some things with my personal life going on at the time that I just thought that they like were just trying to like, instead of say they're not going to fuck with me, just nicely say like, oh, like we have to reschedule. And then I would never hear from them again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like devastated and I'm like, fuck this. Like, what the fuck? You know, this was like the thing that was going to like bring me whatever. One of my students, she's Italian, had asked me, she was like, where do I get certified in mat Pilates? So I was giving her where I got certified as a recommendation. I was like, well, Equinox only does online and now, which like, I don't recommend. You should go to the Pilates place. And she's like, why don't you do a Pilates certification? And I was like, why would I do that? And she's like, why would you not do that? And I was like, I ain't doing that. And then this aloe thing fell through. So I thought, and I was like, fuck. So I call the woman who certified me from Equinox, white woman. Her name is Sue Spinelli. Mad cool. We're not cool like that, but she follows me and she always shows me love. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, I have a question. I want to run something by you. Can you hit me up when you're free? I call her. I'm like, listen, I was like, I don't know if this is something I could do, but like, I really want to start a Pilates certification. And like, I want to know, like, do I need to be under certain guidelines? Do I need to be under the PMA, which the PMA would be kind of similar to like the Yoga Alliance, except yoga is way more regulated than Pilates is. Pilates isn't. So she was like, look, like Equinox wasn't under the PMA. We certify people all the time. Everyone takes our certifications. We're super reputable. You can do the same thing. And I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And she's like, that's amazing. And she was like, well, I'm going to play devil's advocate with you. Why are people going to want to get certified by you? I'm like, I'm Jungle Johanna. Like, the fuck? And she's like, yeah, like, I get that. But like, what are you doing? Like, is there something else that you have that you want to do with it? And I was like, honestly, I really want to like make it for people of color. Like it's for everybody.
Right.
But I want it to be a diverse certification where everybody can feel safe. Because I don't know what it's like from my own personal experience too much because I don't really get treated that way. And I know we've talked about that.
Right.
You don't either.
Right.
But I know that people
But
don't.
you know how it feels to be the token.
Right.
Like the one that they choose to be that face.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But I also know, we both have thin bodies. I know what it's like to not have that type of body and feel like the moves are inaccessible. I can see girls when they come in and they don't have like $200 activewear sets on and how they feel away. And some of these classes are really expensive. So I was like, I want to make it accessible for everybody. And I want to give a scholarship to a Black woman every term. And she was like, I'm going to stop you right there. And I'm like, here we go. And she goes, run it.
Wow.
She goes, that's amazing.
Oh my God, I just got goosebumps.
She's like, that's amazing. She's like, that's what this industry needs. And I wish you all the best. And please let me know if I can help you in any way.
And girl, fast forward. Look, I'm a little even teary-eyed because fast forward,
that's amazing.
What you're doing, the faces that I see. I've been in wellness and fitness for over 10 years. And I was that only Black yoga teacher for a while. Even though I am certified in Kemetic yoga, which is like Black yoga, which is Egyptian yoga. It's still, I was one of the ones that really took it to the next level. See, I was different. I definitely saw the bag right away. I've always been a person to make money doing what I love. You know, and I understood how to get it. But you're right about working harder. I'm getting there because I know I do work a lot. Yeah, the money's good, but I do work a lot. I want to work less and still get the good
work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? And the thing for me is like, I always made money. I always made money. But at some point it was like, modeling this day, this day, client this day, da 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 da. It was like all these different worlds, and like the nightlife world does not really coincide with the fitness world, although now it does.
Now it does.
You know what I mean? But it was just like a lot of energy and it was like a lot of energy around me. And like, I'm very susceptible to people's energies. And like, if you're in a bad mood and I hang out with you, I'm going to leave being in a bad mood too. Like, I'm kind of like that. And I was just like, yo, like, I don't like what I'm doing. Like, I didn't like wellness. And there were so many things wrong with the industry. And there's still so many things wrong with the industry. And so when I started the certification, I thought that like every Black instructor was going to like start like, I don't know if it was going to be certifications, but I was expecting them to like, hey, give me my flowers and be like, oh my God, thank you. And then, which is like ego, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I also expect, you're like, yeah.
No, but it's still good. We should give you your flowers because I know I give you your flowers as an instructor to an instructor.
Of course, but we're homies. Like I was expecting people to also start like doing things for their community too.
Right.
And a lot of the Black instructors in Miami and everywhere don't really care about uplifting Black people. They're really okay with being the token. Until they need Black people to fill the quota until
they realize it, because I know you were telling me at one point you started realizing that you were being used as the token.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And that's
but no, I didn't. I always realized I didn't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? I was like, whatever, I'm getting a check.
So when did it switch? When did you start
switched when I did my certification and I was working at, and people weren't saying it, but I was like, okay, like I'm working in a studio that's gorgeous, right? It's beautiful, but I'm the only Black instructor, which ain't really saying much. There's really no Black students, and it's inaccessible. And then I'm doing this certification that's like diversity, inclusion, wellness, Black people, brown people. And then I'm working at a studio that probably wouldn't hire any of those Black people.
Deep.
So when I saw that, I was like, I made a connection. I ended up leaving for other reasons, which I won't discuss. And like full disclosure, like they're a great studio. They've hired some of my girls. Like they're expanding from what I hear. Like they're killing it. You know what I mean? But it's just not the studio for me because I don't feel like I can be authentic in my mission.
Right.
I feel like the clientele there doesn't get it. And they're they're offended by the truth. You get what I'm saying? They're not really trying to hear any of that. Not to say that I'm going in there preaching, but it's just not diverse enough for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it doesn't align. You know what I mean?
So I love when you say they hired some of your girls because
a lot, all studios have my girls.
South Florida is your
everywhere.
Listen, whoever's teaching, whoever's really teaching that has even, because I know it's very diverse. It's everybody that shows up, all kinds of people show up. But I noticed that they're just out there. As soon as they get certified by Johanna, they're out there. And your friend, I want to highlight Shay.
Shay's
because I love her.
Oh my Shay's outside. Shay works with brands that don't even mess with me. She'll be like, you should hit these people up. They'll sponsor your event. And they'll be like, no, we're capped at our gifting. And I'm like they don't. But also, Shay's very different than me. She's really nice.
You're so funny.
She is. She'll come up to anyone and talk to them. She's from she's from Texas. So she got and Shay drinks, so she's social and she goes out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what time is it? Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And not even to be rude. It's just like I gotta go. You know what I mean? I've also done that. I did all that. You know what I mean?
I met her at one of my classes and when I see us, it's rare.
Of course.
So when I see us, I'm like, who are you? Let's get to know each other.
Shay's amazing. Huh?
I love her. I love Shay. I love her body.
This body is tea. She don't do anything.
I don't believe you.
Because, she drinks and doesn't do anything.
Actually, her body is what convinced me to want to take your class. I know I'm fit.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, it's not for me, so don't do it for that.
But she takes your classes, no?
She don't take my classes. She hasn't taken my classes since ever.
But it's Pilates.
She teaches. No, I think it's a lot of genetics. She's not really working out.
Wow. So it's
Yeah.
genetics
It's
like
just
that because she's like, brrr.
she was
I'm
also in
like,
the Navy though.
whoa,
So she like had, you know what I mean? But she don't do shit.
amazing.
Shay,
I
you don't do
wish.
shit.
I wish, Shay. I wish.
She don't do
I love
shit.
you.
I love her, but she don't do shit.
You guys, I love your friendship. I love you and her and like the
She
way
air
you guys
sign.
flow. Oh
She's
yeah.
good people. She's
That
good people.
makes a whole lot of
She's really I
sense.
met her during my cert. I didn't know her till she did
Okay.
my cert.
So speaking about your
Hmm.
certification, so when I saw the videos for the first time, the first thing that popped up in my mind was like, I wonder if it's affordable. It has to be affordable. Look at everybody that's showing up. Look
Yeah.
at all these faces from the community. I saw Nzinga.
Beautiful.
I
Love
love
her.
her.
She's killing it.
Yep. She's been
She been killing
she's
it.
been doing
That's my
it.
doula. I'm not even pregnant yet, but that's my doula. I talk to her every
Whoa.
day. She has me on a meal
Yeah,
plan.
that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes sense. She's
she
been on the
I
health
literally
stuff
text her
when nobody
today
was
and
on
she was
it.
like, I was gonna call you today. And I was like, please don't. I'm busy.
Yeah, she's a big deal.
She's
There
incredible.
was actually an interview she had to do. She couldn't make it, so they called me, and I was like, and they were like apologizing. I was like, for me to go behind Nzinga, like, thank you. Like, I see that you see
She's
that
really,
balance. I
really good.
see
She's really
that.
good.
Yeah,
She kills it.
yeah, she's the thing.
She's really good people. I fuck with her
I'm
heavy.
happy. I'm happy for everything that she's doing.
Yeah.
When I saw her in your stuff, because I know she's been doing all of this, I'm
She
like, of
kills.
course
I
she had
didn't
to
know
come
who
to
she
you.
was until she did my cert.
Oh,
So it
really?
was really nice to
She
connect with
had to
her.
come to you.
She was great. She hit me up like 2 days before it started. She's like, hey, I'm signing up. I was like, okay. She was like, can you squeeze me in? I was
Amazing.
like, yeah.
Amazing. So you just squeeze people in, like if it's, tell me.
So, like, the way that it works is like people will sign up, but like I make it accessible, right? So, like, a lot of people travel, which is incredible and I love
Right.
it, but like plans fall through, money gets tight, things happen. So, I'm like, all right, I'll just roll you over. So, you can't do November, I'll put you in January. So, then it opens up spots. So, I say yes to everybody. It'll have 35 people in it. And I know by the time the certification starts, we'll have 20
Mm.
because people need to move and you know what I mean? So, I just say yes to everybody.
And how long is it? How long do they have to
It's
spend their time?
it's 2 weekends.
Okay.
So it's 2 weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 2 to 8, sometimes 2 to 9. I have them do self-practice on their own. I tell them that they have to have 20 mat classes under their belt before they come to my training, and they have to read a book, Return to Life by Joseph Pilates, and then they can come. So I if you're new to Pilates, you gotta have some type of something. I can't teach you how to teach and teach you Pilates. You know what I mean? Like you gotta know Pilates.
Wow.
So that's the thing. Pilates is trendy now. So people are like, I'm gonna teach Pilates. I'm like, have you done Pilates? And then a lot of the Pilates that people think they're doing isn't Pilates.
So the girl, I just sent you somebody. Is she
Who?
signed up? The girl?
No,
No?
she didn't
Okay.
sign up,
Because
but I
I don't think
spoke to
she's ever
her.
done Pilates.
I spoke to her. That's the thing with me too. Like, I don't like, unless it's like people that I know and like my friends that I know, like you. I'm gonna be like, when you signing up?
I need
I
to.
don't push people. You know what I mean? I don't push people. I'm not aggressive. I'm not aggressive with the marketing. I'll go through my DMs if anyone showed interest like a month later and just be like, hey, wanted to follow up with you on the cert. Were you still thinking about it? Did you have any questions? That's it. Like, I'm not gonna blow you up. I'm not gonna harass you. I'm not gonna pay for ads. I don't know. I feel like the people hit me up and they're like, hey, so and so told me to do your cert. Where can I sign up? And I'm like, cool.
I love that. That happens a lot, right?
Hmm.
The whole,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, if I make the experience good for the girls, then they're gonna people talk about things they like and people talk about things they hate. So if I make the experience good, they're gonna talk about it. And then people are gonna be like, who'd you do that with?
Do you have a moment in the time that you guys were there for what, like 8 hours? Do you have that moment where people are talking about their experiences of being, of different races and ethnicities
Yeah,
and
we have a
color? If you
chat.
have, yeah.
We have a couple chats
So
for
do they
sure.
tell you, is there an uncomfortable moment? Because there's been moments I walk into studios and I'm like, it's just me. This feels weird.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah, we
staring and
all
they
talk
stare.
about it. We
They
talk about
stare.
so I have them like I opened it up and I'm like, tell me your name, tell me where you're from, tell me what your wellness background is and why you're getting certified. So we start with that. And then when we talk about like, because here's the thing, right? Like white girls come to my stuff all the time, as they should, as everybody should. But it's like, how are you going to teach to somebody that isn't, 5'10" and skinny? What kind of cues are you going to give to somebody that's maybe has a more real body? You can't say stick your stomach in because that's rude and it's offensive. You can't tell them, get rid of the space behind your back because if they have a huge ass, they can't because of genetics. So the cues have to be mindful. We have to be careful the way we speak. We don't say flat stomach. We don't say these words that could be offensive to people with real bodies or anything. We don't say, hey, gay guys. We don't say, hey, girls. We keep it gender neutral.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So even if you're not a diverse person, you're going to learn how to work with diverse people. which is like, don't you want to work with everybody? So all the white girls that come to my shit, fucking, there's never any like, because you're not going to get certified by me if you're like that.
Yeah. So what do they
So
ever feel
everybody's
away? Do they? Because you're so bold
no,
with speaking
I don't
up
put
for Black
no,
culture and Black
no,
women.
because I'm for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm giving a scholarship to Black women because I want to give a scholarship to Black women.
Right.
I want to see more Black women in Pilates. I don't really want to see any more white girls in Pilates. Y'all been doing that. I want more Black women. So I'm going to give a scholarship to a Black woman that's new in wellness, right? Not a Black girl that already has a yoga certification, new to the wellness game. It's not because she can't afford it. It's not financial aid. Write me a letter. Tell me why I should give the scholarship to you. And I'll give it to you.
Amazing.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, the scholarship is for Black women, but the certification is for everybody. And the whole point is that everybody belongs in a Pilates class. Everybody deserves wellness. Everybody deserves a luxury wellness experience. Everybody. So yeah, there might be some white girls in the beginning that are like, whoa, I would never be friends with these girls. Not on some racist shit, just like they've maybe never met other Black women to hang out with. Why? Where would they? Where?
Because it's
So it's not even like a blame thing. It's like you just naturally go to where you're celebrated and where you feel comfortable. So unless they're going to places that we're hanging out at and intertwining, they're not going to do that. And then by the second week, you got something in common with everybody. I had a girl in November, did November training after October 7th. And that was like a tough time, and I had a girl from Morocco, I had a white girl. And the white girl was very much for Israel. And the Moroccan girl was very for Palestine. And I was kind of nervous because I was like, what we gonna do? You know what I mean? And I also make it very clear in the story. I'm like, I'm not here for the catty. I'm not here for the drama. If you say some offensive shit and you're on that weird shit, I will personally refund you and you can get out. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Like, no, absolutely the fuck not. By the end of the cert, they were fucking, they're best friends now.
Amazing.
Besties.
Amazing.
Homies.
Wow.
Homies. Super homies.
Was there a conversation about it?
I don't fucking know. But I think when you come into an environment that the person facilitating that environment is creating a space of equality and not allowing that type of shit to even seep through, that can foster and thrive. If I come in there on some mean girl shit, on some playing favorites shit, on some, they're gonna do that to try to, win or get my attention or whatever. There's no space for that.
Yeah.
It's like the only space in my life where it's not like that.
Well, I can see the love that they have for you. You also posted, your posts are great. I keep talking about all your posts. You posted where they were giving you flowers and like showering you with like
So good.
flowers.
So
and
beautiful.
I was touched by
So
that.
beautiful.
I'm so emotional. I was so touched
It's so
by
beautiful.
that. I was like,
I cry
you
every
deserve
time.
it.
I cry every time.
I
Thank
saw
you.
that you got that, like you
Every
really
time.
felt that emotion, and I felt
There was
it for
one
you.
that was one when we did Shays in January, we were like bawling, like all of us, like sobbing. It was beautiful.
Powerful.
It was beautiful. Because I have a lot of sister wounds. I have a lot of friend wounds. So I'm like, cool, like stay the fuck over there. And the certification has really allowed me to open my heart up. The certification has allowed me not to like let my trauma introduce me before I walk in the room.
Is it open for men as well? Have you ever thought of that?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I have a guy coming in November. In my first certification, Tay did it. Do you know Tay?
The guy that you introduced me to at
Miami Life Center? South African? What are you talking about?
Dr. Smood? Who's that guy? The guy is that him? There was someone you introduced me that did yoga.
No, that's Alex.
Haitian
No,
guy,
he hasn't
Haitian
done
guy.
it yet. No, he hasn't done it yet. This is Tay. Tay teaches at Miami Life Center. You love him. He's, I don't know if he heads it, but I know he teaches a queer yoga club. Miami Life Center is dope. You would like it over there. You should teach there.
I don't really do the studios. I've always done my own thing. The money, it has
Yeah,
to
but
be
you
right.
could do but you could do an event there. You can get a community there. You could do a community there because they get it. No, they get it.
I started, you know how a lot of people start off in studios and then they make their way into doing their own thing. I always started doing
Same thing with Shay. Same thing with Shay. She's like, I'm absolutely good.
Yeah.
So no, this is Tay. He did my first one. I had a guy and his girlfriend. They were supposed to do November, but I think they're going to do January. I love men. I was going to do a scholarship for men. I don't know. We'll see. I'm down because it's diverse. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like there's a lot of men in Pilates.
So I want to go into, because again, when you're showing all this stuff that you do, you are, to me, the queen of sponsorship, product sponsorship. You get so much stuff I loved the yoga mats that you gave.
Beautiful.
What?
That's my friend from high school. That's my
The
homegirl from
yoga
high
mats that
school.
you gave everybody
That's my homegirl
for
from high school.
beautiful.
Inky
Like, I've
Irie,
never
Danielle.
seen anything like that. Like,
That's my
phenomenal.
homegirl from Jersey.
So I want people to get plugged into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if she's producing yoga mats anymore. Like, I think I think she just isn't really selling them like that. So I buy them off of her for every cert.
And you give it to
And I give it to everybody.
Oh my gosh, Johanna, I know you do these things. Wow, you are so for the people
I wasn't
unapologetically.
always though.
I know, but like,
wasn't always.
okay, so there was a moment. There
wasn't always.
was a moment that I muted for a moment. There was a moment I muted
When
you.
was that? What year? You got to tell me the year.
I don't remember. I think it was probably like 2021, and I was like, I love her, but oh my God, I just can't right now. I can't. But it was just the truth hurts kind of energy. It wasn't like, because I'm laughing at the same time.
Yeah.
But there was one that had me laughing, and I was like, oh, let me just like rest a little bit.
Which
but
one
I
was it?
unmuted you right away because I love to see
But
your
what was
shit.
I saying? What was I saying?
You were eating a piece of chicken, and you were like,
hated that one?
Of course.
The chicken? Because you're vegan?
Not that, because of that. Not because... Not only because of that, but
I like your leather shoes.
But you're so funny, not leather. But like, I love you. Calling people out. And this is actually, I'm going to talk about this one too. This is all the way eco-friendly. This hat.
Wait,
no,
the chicken?
No, it wasn't necessarily just because of that. It was, it had me laughing. I was cracking up. I was like, this girl is off the chain. But your message at the bottom was phenomenal because it was true. You were saying how
I remember
people
what I
act
said.
like, yeah, people act like they want to
green juice and all that.
Yep.
Sometimes you just need some chicken in your car.
Yes.
It's a long day. I went to Publix and I just ate that shit in valet.
Yeah, and you were tearing that.
I was so hungry.
And that was just like, I was like, I love you. This is funny, but let me just mute for a second. But I only muted for like a week. I'm not even exaggerating.
No, but I'm surprised that was the one. Because I feel like there's much more like, I don't know. I'm surprised that was the one.
The other ones are great because I relate. The other ones are so raw and real. I can see other people maybe doing it, but you're so raw and real and uncut.
Yeah.
You're so uncut, girl, that I'm like,
remember that show on BET back in the day?
Yeah,
like the booty shaking videos. I used to watch that at night. My dad would fall asleep.
So tell me what you're doing now. You're doing the
Honestly, I'm trying to stop doing everything. Not everything, but like my husband's opening a restaurant and I really want him to thrive. Not that like we can't coexist because like I'm so happy being like passenger and like supporting actress. But my husband's opening a restaurant and I just hope that shit blows up and he gets rich and I could just fucking chill out for a little bit. I'm dead serious. Like I'm tired. Like I'll be 36 in 2 weeks. Like I'm tired. Like I'm trying to like start a family of my own. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. And I feel like a lot of like, since my certification, like I will say this and like, please fucking turn the volume up on this. I feel like a lot of people are starting certifications now, which is great, right? There's enough space for all of us, but like, it's just become really competitive.
Right.
And it's like all the things that it's like amplifying all the things I hate in wellness. And honestly, it makes me want to just like step the fuck back.
Yeah.
I'm still going to do my certs. I still know that like I have a purpose to help people and I'm not worried about my sales. I'm not worried about my bread because it was never about bread for me. I didn't even think that the shit was going to hit. And then just to backtrack, I did the cert. I brought it to a studio that we didn't have an agreement, but I had kind of mentioned to them like, hey, I think like I want to do this. And they like kind of like gave me the green light. And then I circled back with them and they were doing it with somebody else. So I was like, oh, bad. Okay. And their shit was not popping at all. Like, at all.
I can imagine.
So then I did mine at Break Free, which I'm exclusively at Break Free, which means I only do it at Break Free.
Okay.
And they only have me as their Pilates girl. And I teach there. So it, it makes sense. And then Aloe circled back. And they were like, hey, like, we want to rebook you. Like, we got it together. Our scheduling is open. And I was going to Jamaica. Like, I was like on the way to Jamaica when they sent the email. And then like, I had like 2 weeks to write the manual for the certification because the certification was in 2 weeks. And I also had to do like a whole Aloe routine and like do that whole thing. So it was like a lot of things at once. But yeah, the certification, like while it's brought me a lot of joy, I think it's also like amplified a lot of like other people's insecurities about like what they think they should be doing and things like that. And for me, it's like, first of all, you should not be trying to compete with me. You should try to get on my motherfucking team.
Right.
First of all, because I'm going to help. If you ask me for help, I'm going to help you.
Yeah,
even if I don't fuck with you, I'm going to help you because that's my karmic deposit. I know that when I help people, I'm going to get it back. Maybe not from them, but from somebody else. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 21.
Right.
I've been on my own making money since I was 21. I've never had a 9 to 5. I've never had a corporate job. I've never gone to college like that. Like, I've always been doing this. And the only way to make money as an entrepreneur is to actively refer other people their business, because then energetically people are referring your business.
Say it, girl.
So I've been doing this shit since I was 21. I'm not like a COVID entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
They did start coming out the woodwork.
Nah, I've been doing this shit forever. So for me, I'm like, yo, I don't understand what the competition is, because number one, if you compete with me, you're always gonna lose.
Right.
Fucking number fucking one. You're always gonna lose. So don't even try it. You get what I'm saying?
Of course I
because
get what you're saying.
If you come into my lane, there's gonna be traffic. You get what I'm saying? So if I come into your lane, if I'm like, ooh, Fab's doing this, I'm gonna do this because she's doing it, I've already lost.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree 1,000.
So for me, it's like, I just wish that energy was put into like, yo, give me my flowers.
Yeah.
Or be like, yo, you killing it.
Together.
Or like, yo, can you help me?
Yeah.
Or like, yo, I see you're killing it. Like, what have you done? Instead of watching my stories and being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of weirdos.
I'm giving you your flowers because then I'm also going on that vibe, because since I met you, you've been telling me that I should do a certification. And I agree. But the certification that I kept thinking about, did I want it to be what you're talking about, the same thing? And, you know, again, I speak it in a different type of language.
Right.
You know, I speak it in a very universal language. And also right away, I knew how to make this into an abundant lifestyle for me.
Right.
So I want to go that route in the certification to show them also how to create a business in this and keep going.
Of course.
You know, if you're inspiring one person, if one person shows up, it's okay. 10 people show up tomorrow. If 3 people show up, it's okay.
People are gonna fuck with you. When you put someone in a position to make money, that's the realest shit you could ever do for somebody.
Yes, girl.
That's how I feel. And people are like, oh, that's you know, money hungry mindset. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm putting you in a position to make money. I'm not putting you in a position to make money and then taking credit for it.
Yeah.
Or throwing it in your face after the fact. I'm like, yo, come do my cert and then learn how to make money as an instructor. I had this one girl, she did a certification, another studio did mine as well. She really just did mine because she fucked with me. She didn't need to do mine. She already knows Pilates. I'm teaching at this one studio, like a pop-up. I'm like, yo, y'all should hire this girl. She did her audition. She's working there once a week.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't lose anything by doing that. So it's like, yeah, I love that fitness has popped off and boomed and Pilates is all these things. But what am I going to do certifying 500 people if 500 people don't hire them?
It's true.
So how do I teach you to make money outside of the studio? Because really, the studio fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, how do I get you to do your own thing, start your own thing? Maybe you're not even making money off of wellness. Maybe the wellness is what holds you down spiritually so you can go make your money with your podcast job, with your fucking media job, with your fucking tech job. You got what I'm saying? So it's like, and now you feel safe on the mat. Or now you feel safe in your own practice, where maybe you live in a town that doesn't have a lot of people of color. And you don't feel safe in that town to go and practice on a mat, but you know how to do that shit at home. So now you could do that shit at home and pop on a YouTube and you have all the fundamentals and you have the form already and you could just go off and do your thing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm doing these certifications and there's no value in it, then I'm making money, but nobody else is. It's like the people that are like, I make $80,000 a week on Amazon. It's like, anybody making $80,000 a week is not going to beg you to pay for their fucking shit.
That's true.
And that's why I don't beg people to pay for my shit.
Yeah,
like,
you definitely don't.
If you want to take it, great. If you don't want to take it, great. If you want to do it with someone else, great. Like, I don't have any qualms about it. My people will find me. And I was nervous at the beginning. Because first I started off with the scholarship. I led with the scholarship. And so it was all these people in my DMs asking for free certs. And I was like, okay, this is not, like, I love that, but like none of these people even give a fuck about Pilates. They just want to do some shit for free.
Exactly.
And then I was getting a lot of shade from white people because they were like, you need to make things inclusive for everybody. I'm like, y'all been having shit for everybody your whole life. You don't need no more shit.
To that, telling them that?
I fucking told them that shit. The fuck? Oh, girl, just trying to hit me up for her scholarship right now. She's white. I'm like, hi, scholarships are for Black women in wellness. That's who I choose to give the scholarship to.
And you have the right to.
I could give it, or I could just give it to nobody. I'm giving it to Black women in wellness. That's who I'm looking to amplify. White people don't need any more amplification.
Straight up.
Especially in Pilates. Pilates was not meant to be this elitist, whitewashed modality. Joseph Pilates was for the people. He was a German dude who was arrested in Britain during the war. He was in a circus. He was like in a traveling circus. He was like a creative. And he made all those performers out of jail bed springs. That's how he
Wow.
created that. Pilates is a jail workout for prisoners.
Whoa.
Then the Nazis
Tell
wanted to
me.
hire him to like, they were like, yo, like, you should get down with us. And he was like, I'm good. Yeah, look it up.
Girl,
Joseph was for the people.
straight
And
up,
his
take
first
it.
apprentice was Kathy Grant, who was a black ballerina. And that was like the first woman when he went to New York that learned the modality. And so that's why I feel so called to Pilates, because I was a ballerina. I danced for Dancers of Harlem. I also danced for Ailey. These are where all these dancers came from. So when I say Pilates is my birthright, it really fucking
It
is.
is.
So when I see all these people jumping on the modality because it's cute, I mean, I get it, but like, I'm the Pilates plug
Yes.
for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I
I've been
mean,
doing
and
this shit
you
since I was
engulf it.
19.
You definitely
I don't
embody
teach,
it.
I don't teach anything else.
Right.
I teach yoga, barely. I teach Pilates and I only teach Pilates. It's always been like that. I've never taught, HIIT class. I don't do that.
Right.
My back hurts. I can't even do that shit. You know what I mean? I was a dancer. I was a ballerina my whole life. I did that from age 3 to age 17. So Pilates was like literally the next thing for me.
The fact that you even know the history of
Of
Pilates,
course, I have
you're
to. It's
the
my
whole plug. I know.
certification.
Well,
I
that's
have to.
important. So do you have that in
Of course
your
I
pamphlet?
do. Of course I do. There's a book too that somebody just told me. I think it's called like I forget the name, but it goes into it in depth more. So I want to get more in depth so that I can like make sure that I'm fact checked 100%. You know what I mean? Like to
Wow.
really like speak on it. But nah, Joseph Pilates was for the people. Joseph Pilates was like not a stuck up elitist dude. Like Joseph was for the people for sure. And if Joseph was still alive and he saw like what Pilates was doing with the exclusion of people, I don't think he'd be happy about it.
Wow.
Hmm.
So do you think it purposely was excluded, or just do you feel like sometimes maybe we weren't called in
You know
yet, or
what?
we weren't
No, you
attracted
know
to
what
it
I will
yet? Because
say?
you got us attracted to it.
You know what I will say though? Listen, my certification goes over the classical moves, but I make it very contemporary and I make it very accessible. Pilates, like classical mat Pilates, classical any Pilates is really hard to do. It's meant for dancers.
Mm.
It's not really, not to say that you have to be a dancer to do it, but the modality was really more of a rehabilitation for dancers that they'd fuck their ankle up. They'd be like, oh, I can't walk anymore. And he would bring them back. It was more of a rehabilitative exercise. So it's not for
Wow.
everybody. So I will tell you, and I've had people shade from the Pilates community too, because I don't teach classical and my certification's too short. And it's like, here's the thing, I'm certified in classical. People don't want to do classical, at least not in Miami.
Right, right, right,
It's not
right.
accessible. It's boring. And while it is the fundamental, and we owe everything that we have now from that, it is not what the current market wants. When I got certified in my classical certification, I started training people classically and they stopped working with me because they were like, I just don't feel like this is a workout. Pilates is not a workout. Pilates is not supposed to be, yes, it's good for the cardiovascular and all the things, but it's not Barry's boot camp. So it shouldn't have the same effects as Barry's boot camp. It's completely different.
Wow,
You
I
get what
didn't
I'm
know that.
saying?
Yeah.
So I have learned a way to do Pilates, to do sculpt, to work with the props, to learn about modifications and variations so that it is accessible and appealing to studio owners and consumers. So I don't even think it was a race thing with Pilates. I think that true classical Pilates is just, it's not cheap because it has to be expensive because all the apparatus that you're working with. It's not, you know, you're not really getting like a fundamentals thing unless you're getting a private. So I feel like people of color that might not naturally work out anyway are like, I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's a race thing. I'm going to say, this is me. Like maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe people
I
have,
think it's what we're attracted to.
I think people have different experiences, but
Right.
there aren't too many people of color practicing the modality classically.
I agree.
And classic is not really what we see. A lot of what we think is Pilates is not. Like we talked about Legree. Legree is not Pilates.
Right.
It is a version of Pilates, but it fucking works.
Right.
And it fucking sells. So I can't discount something that works. I can keep it a buck and be like, Legree technically is not Pilates. It's Pilates principles. It's a Pilates inspired workout. So for me, as long as you say what it is, it's all
Yeah.
good. Because
I say that a lot. Pilates inspired.
I have respect for all the modalities because
Right.
I can learn something from a Legree class. I can learn something from a sculpt class. I can learn something from any class.
But ultimately, you can teach it all if you wanted to. If you
You
wanted to teach
can.
a HIIT class, if you wanted to teach Legree, because I know you taught
could.
Legree.
I did. I just like, I
you
feel,
know, so you have
well, I
all
feel
of
like
that
I
in your
need to
belt.
take, I feel like I also need to be on brand with like what, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I feel like at some point it's like, just because I can do it doesn't mean I should.
Right, right. Well, speaking on brand,
Just because you can do
girl,
something don't mean you should do it, baby.
aloe.
Aloe.
You made me pay attention to aloe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Did
I
you hit them
think
back?
no, you made me pay attention to them
Okay.
as far as like the respect,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
opening up space for people in our culture.
Yeah.
I think that you opened up that a third eye to a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of women of color. I think got more interested in aloe.
Yeah. I mean, look,
I'm that.
the clothes are
The
beautiful.
clothes are
The clothes are
amazing. The
insane.
clothes are amazing, and to me right
They're
now,
insane.
they're and sometimes the prices are up there, but they're worth it now. I feel
Yeah.
like they're worth it because you're
And
in
you
it.
can listen, and you can get a little sale. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you can get, they do really good sales. They'll do
yeah.
like 30% off everything plus the sale stuff. You know what I
But
mean?
your stuff is I gotta get an aloe. I gotta get on the app. I gotta do like the
Yeah.
very
It's
first
fun.
video I saw, I gasped again. But now I know
But they
you.
have really good production. Like
Yeah,
they really
no,
have you
but you're
looking
so
good.
funny.
They had the lights. It was like hair, makeup. I was like,
Girl,
okay. They had
listen,
me looking good out
you
there. Looking good, looking
beyond
good. So good.
beautiful.
They were
Like
not trying to play me.
again, breathtaking. Like you go with it, you flow with it. I
But
look at
listen,
you, I see
I
you.
appreciate
It's
you.
not like I see a blonde girl, like I see
Right.
you
Right.
and I can connect,
Right.
I can
But I
relate, and I want
also
to get a shirt.
modeled forever. So
Yeah.
like me on camera is easy for me. That shit's easy. You know what I mean? So I think that's also like, listen, as vapid as it sounds, people want to look good.
Yeah.
People want to look good and people want to be around people that look good.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I
true.
mean? But if the soul is ugly, we ain't really doing nothing. You know what I mean? So like my work in the last couple of years is making sure that the outsides match the inside. And I think that's also why I'm at a place where I don't say too much on the gram anymore. I don't have to like answer to every dumbass DM I see or when I get screenshots of people talking about me that I have blocked. I don't have to respond to it because A, I've built up a brand that I don't want to lose. You know what I mean? I don't want to act out of pocket. B, I would never, ever, and this is like something my dad taught me. He's like, never let them see you sweat. Like, I
Straight
would
up.
never
Yes.
let another bitch know that I'm pressed. I'm going to be pressed.
Yeah, I
Like
can
a
see you
penny.
pressed. I
Pressed
see
at
you
home.
like,
You won't see
no
exactly.
worries.
Right.
Like,
That's what you will see. At home, I'm dying. In the car, I'm dying. I'm crying. I hate life. But I keep that shit at home.
wow.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, nah, I don't give that power. Trust me, I'll be feeling away. I'm a human fucking being.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
I hear
mean?
you. I hear
And
you.
people have hurt me. And I guess I've hurt people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
And we're
the
sensitive. We're
cycle of that,
Libras.
I'm super fucking sensitive. I'm
Yeah.
a Scorpio moon. I'm
Yeah.
sad, sad bitch, right?
Wow.
So for me, I think as I've built that brand up and also built myself up, I'm just like, I'm not trying to say too much.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Or yeah, maybe not that I don't give a fuck, but like I don't know. Things have become a little bit more sacred for me. Um, Also, I've got women looking at my page that are inspired by me. So it's
Very
like,
inspired.
you're gonna look at me and then you're gonna see me like talk shit about somebody. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
damn, I was gonna do the
Well, that
cert with
was,
her,
oh,
but
I won't shout out
I
any
don't
names, but that was what
know.
I was noticing with a little someone that,
You get what
does that.
you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And it's like, damn, like I was gonna get certified with her. I thought she was about uplifting women,
Right,
but now
right,
she's
right,
going in
right.
on one. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And I'm that person that sees it like that. I would see it
Yeah,
right away like that. Like if I saw,
yeah,
I never saw that in you.
yeah.
I always saw you just saying it so raw that it was just sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, Fab, maybe not today, but let me just get back in a week because you just went right back to loving
I would go in.
it.
I just because it fucking hurts me. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's like I've really become in this space like, yo, it's not about the money. And I'm getting money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm getting money because I'm living right.
Yep.
I'm getting
And
money because I'm
authentic.
living right. I'm not getting money because I'm looking for the money.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
chasing the money my
Straight
whole
up, bro.
fucking life.
Straight up.
So I was like,
Say
holy
it.
shit, wait, I could actually uplift people and really live right. So when I see people, on that shit, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's people that don't even need it. Like, yo, I come from shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, I didn't grow up poor, but like, I don't got it like that.
I hear you. I
You know
hear
what I
you.
mean? Like, my parents don't give me money. My parents haven't given me money since I was 18. Like, it's not like that. It's not like that out here. So for me, it's like everything I do it because no one's going to do it for me. My man's not rich. He's not like that at all. You know what I mean? So I don't have like everything I do because I have to do it because no one's going to do it. So
And
when
you
I
get fueled back though because you inspire so many women, you inspire so many people, not just women.
no, yeah,
You inspire all cultures. That's something about you that I can't get over. Even though you say it so raw, it's like there was a time that you posted, shout out all the trainers in Miami. I want to pull up. I want to pull up. And different cultures were tagging me.
Yeah.
White tagged me, black tagged me,
Yeah.
Hispanic tagged me.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, even in your authentic strength of just talking about specifically these people,
Yeah.
you're still getting the other culture
Because you know
that
what?
agree with you.
Because you know what? I gotta say, like, I don't think we give other cultures enough credit.
Yeah.
Because we think that it's like it's really not necessarily like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of white friends, I have a lot of Hispanic friends, I have a lot of black friends. I've always been like that. I've always had a lot of all kinds of people. You know what I mean? Lately, I've been striving to connect more with black women because I love that. But I'll be fully transparent with you. It's a lot easier for me to collaborate with white girls.
Wow.
So much easier.
Wow.
So much easier.
Why so?
So much easier. Because I don't feel like they feel a competition there. I feel like it's like we're not even on the same wavelength. Like if I go to a modeling job and there's a blonde girl with blue eyes, I don't even see her. I'm like, all right. Like if I saw a girl with the afro on set, I might be like, oh.
Yeah.
What's she doing here?
I hear you loud and clear.
What the fuck? Who is this bitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really fear.
Yeah.
It's not all that shit, anger and jealousy and insecurity. It's all fear.
Yeah.
It's not, it's love and it's fear. There's it. It's a version of love and a version of fear. And if it's negative, it's fear, you know, and it's either fear of, you know, you not getting what you want or somebody taking something from you. You get what I'm saying? So for me, like, because like it's weird in the modeling game, all the girls that look like me, I was cool with them. We were all cool with each other. It's crazy because you would think, right? Like all the girls that look like me.
Oh, you're good friends with Stacy. You know Stacy?
Yeah, I know Stacy.
Stacy is my
Stacey's
like
great.
I raised her.
Yo, I've known Stacey for like 10 years. I know her mom.
I've known her since she was 12.
None of us would ever compete. Like it would be swim week and like we go to a casting for like Diesel and I'm on option and Stacey's on option and this girl Joelle's on option. And we'll be in a group chat and I'm like, all right, which one of us are they gonna book? And Joel's like, damn, they just released me. I'm like, all right, it's me and Stacey. And I'm like, damn, they booked Stacey.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so they booked Stacey. They're not gonna book another black girl for this shit. So now we got like, yo, we were figuring the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we were learning the game. We were like, okay, cool. They could only have one Afro girl in each show. They're not gonna book two, or they're gonna make one of us straighten her hair. Who's it gonna be? You know, like we were making it fun. Like we knew the game. So we weren't mad about it because we knew what it was. That shit had nothing to do with us. We didn't make it about us. We already knew like, fuck, yo, this shit ain't got nothing to do with us. We just happy to be here.
Wow.
You know, and then it would be Kiki, who was like the dark skin girl. So I was like, right, Kiki's in the show. Maybe I'm in the show.
Because you guys are both tall.
Yeah, but Kiki's dark.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So you would
Kiki's
be that
dark,
contrast.
but she's got kind of like white features, you know, but she's really dark. She always has straight hair. And I have like white features with like black hair.
Right.
So that's how they would make it like, okay, she's palatable because she's dark skinned, but she's got white, you know, she's got white hair. And this girl's got an afro, but she's light skinned, so hot. Yeah. You know, like we knew. Wow. Yeah, we knew. That was the thing. So with modeling, I never really had beef in modeling. Because I was like, yo, we know what it is. We know that this shit been going on forever. Why do you think Naomi Campbell was so fucking angry? Because she had to make sure she was the black girl for the last 50 years. Wow. She had to make sure that no other black girl came in. And when Tyra came in with the light skin and the green eyes, she bullied her because she knew there wasn't enough room for two. That shit's fucking real. That's the realest shit ever. That shit's real. We've all go through that. But we just knew, like, what's the point of beefing when this shit ain't going to change nothing? Yeah. Whatever.
See, I'm just like you, like wanting to work together, wanting to just like come in coexistence. You do this, I do this. Let's come together and do this whole thing, right? Because when I saw you before we became friends, I knew we were going to be friends. I say this a lot on my podcast, but I'd be for real. I knew we were going to be friends.
I love that.
And I had said to Sean, connect me with her. Yeah, but this was his answer. He said, I think it's naturally going to come, Fab.
I love that.
And I was like,
I love y'all.
I
found out that you guys were dating on the Black Girl chat.
I know.
When that girl tried to come for me. Fucking bitch. She was a bitch.
She did.
I was like, you good? With the
She
eyes?
did come for you. But
and Fab was like, oh. And then you almost came for me. And I was like, hey, Fab. I was like, it's Joe. I was like,
I'm like, hi, really? What's the problem? But really, I was going to respond and say, tell me the problem. I want to fix it. Because I'm like that,
yeah,
you know?
Of course. So what's my problem, though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, but I knew we were going to be like this. Yeah. But then you found me. How did you find me? Like, how did you hear of me?
I think it was when I was trying to get on my sound healing journey.
Oh.
I think I found you through that.
What made you want to do sound healing?
Honestly, It was just looking cute.
I love you.
It
And
was
you
looking
look so
cute.
cute with your black
It
balls.
was
Like
looking
nobody has
cute.
black balls but
Of
you in
course
the
not.
world. You're the only one in the
It
world.
was looking cute. And I was like, let me, you know, honestly, Fountain Blue was like, do you do sound healing? And I wasn't cool with you at the time because I always passed the bag off.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't even know who you were.
Right.
And I was like, no, I don't. And they were like, well, if you get certified in sound healing, we want to hire you for sound healing. And I was like, okay, bet, I'm going to do it. It was like that.
I feel like the moment you went into my inbox, you instantly started sending people to me.
Yeah. I sent something to you the other day.
Yeah.
Did they hit you up for that 420 shit? It was like a cannabis girl.
They ended up canceling it.
Oh,
yeah, they ended up canceling it.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
you're so funny.
If they hit me up, I was like,
I don't think
can't
a
do
lot of
this.
people listen. So many people are doing this stuff. There has
That's the
to be
thing.
something that
Well, that's
really is
why I
authentic
keep it.
to
Well,
it.
that's why I keep it really cheap.
Yeah,
Because it's like there's so many people that can, so many things happening.
yeah.
So I just keep mine for the low, and I do strength in numbers. I keep it low,
I noticed
and
that.
have a lot of people come through.
I
So I'll
noticed
make
that.
$1,000 off an event. I charge $10, 100 people sign up.
I noticed
That's
that.
my strategy. Strength in numbers, and then
Yeah.
I touch people and I meet people, and maybe out of that 100 people, 2 people sign up for the serve. So I actually made 2,500.
I remember the first time I went to your class, and at the end,
Where? Which one?
at the
Break Free?
it was on the beach, and
Which
at the end we
class?
were like this, and you were like, everybody repeat after me: do no harm, do no harm, take no shit, take no. And I just busted out laughing because I didn't know that was your phrase yet. So, is that what she said?
Some people are like, excuse me? Listen, I'm not for everybody, yo. A lot of people don't think there was a Pilates teacher that told somebody they didn't like my class because I curse and I yell at people. She was like, we don't do that here.
I love that you do that. I'm a sucker for loving people like you.
I personally love, I don't know, dude. Like, first off, Joseph Pilates was not like a gentleman. Like, that motherfucker was outside.
Wow.
Like, if you look at old videos of him, like, he's very intense. He's German. He intense as fucking machine. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to respect the lineage, bro. Like, it's not yoga.
I knew you were going to have me laughing.
Yoga is different, you know? But honestly, the next thing for me is I'm going into the prison to teach Pilates.
Whoa.
That's the next thing. I work for an organization called 300 Letters. They're all about.
I saw that you've been with 300 Letters. They reached out to me too. You sent them to me too.
I think
you sent Shay.
Yep. So it's all about rehabilitation after incarceration. And first I'm going to go in and bring classes. And then I want to start, I want to create, work with the nonprofit so I can certify the women. So I want to get every $1,000 you give us, we'll certify a woman. So maybe we can do 5 girls.
Girl, I can't wait to see you in a year, 2 years, because you're going fast paced and
I know
you are definitely.
I'm ready to give it up though. I'm ready to have a baby and give it all up.
Girl, it's coming.
I'm ready to give it up.
It's
please.
Coming.
Lord, I see what you do for others.
You see what I do.
I'm supposed to get my period today. If I don't get my period in the next 5 days, yeah.
I love you.
I'm so fucking ready. I'm so ready.
I knew it. Good for TV. I knew you were going to make me laugh like this.
I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
Well, in the meantime, my love, let me give you some gifts because you deserve gifts.
What, actual gifts?
Actual gifts.
Oh my God, amazing.
And so I have a holistic directory that's coming out in 2025.
Sick.
So I get to reach out to all these companies and oh my goodness, the amount of yeses I got when I sent them Jungle Johanna.
No, really?
I love you. So let's start. Oh my goodness, let's start. Okay.
Wait, I'm dead. You're for real.
I'm very serious. So let's start with this first. Okay, so 60-minute massage from Piece of Paradise. Piece of Paradise. She's so sweet. Her name is Erace. She's coming to you. All you have to do is just book it, and she's coming straight to you.
There's 2. Do I need 2?
Thank you for printing 2 stats. Maybe I'll save it for the next guest. I'll save it for the next guest. Yes, but Piece of Paradise, she's amazing. I'll give it to you.
Does everybody get gifts when they come on?
Everybody gets gifts, but it's all different. It depends on.
That's real cute.
Who says yes, really, ultimately. And then, okay, let's start. Do you know Marcus Blake?
No.
He's an artist. He's an artist, and I don't know what's in them. They just send it to me. I don't open them because I want you to open it on your own. And he's an artist in Miami that literally paints the whole town, literally. And he has these fits. Ooh, they're leggings.
Bitch, man. Yes, they got a print to make my ass look fat. How cute.
Love you. You guys know who Marcus Blake is?
I don't. Marcus, he's gorge.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. Now you know who he is because he's definitely well known in South Florida. He also is somebody that does a lot of stuff for the community. So I'm going to connect you guys.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing something in February, actually.
Okay.
That
For Black History Month or like?
I don't know if I'm going to do for Black History Month or Women's Month, but it's all the same. So I'm pretty much doing like a retreat, but it's almost like an it's not just for alumni, but it's pretty much like a retreat in Miami, like a little staycation. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's going to be like all food included. You'll have obviously like room options. All meals are included. I'm gonna try to like hopefully like Sweet Green, hopefully like other people.
I know I always text you like
Classes.
vegan, please.
Yes, always. I got you. Meals are included. We're doing classes. We're doing vision boarding. We're doing bracelet making. Just like girl time.
Bracelet making.
I don't have them all with me. I don't have them all with me today. I only have a couple.
Some.
Yo,
every time I see you and you're like, and
I normally have a couple. You know, I had them on too long. I was like getting rash.
Because you did have them on. You were rocking them for a while.
I think you're not supposed to like shower in them, and you know, I don't
you were rocking them.
So I had to take them off a little bit because my skin was getting irritated. It's not the bracelet, it's me. So
I want a part of that because when I saw you doing it, I was like, I
take your
need
daughter to do fucking bracelet making.
Yes.
She would love it.
She cracks up all the time. When you're on the phone with me, she's like, "Mommy."
Oh yeah, I hear her. I give them to my stepdaughter, and she gives them to her little fucking friends at school.
Oh my God. Yeah, because she could just give one. There's so many.
But like, damn. And she's like, I gave it to Kyla. I'm like, who? I'm like, don't give me your mom. I'm giving nothing to my mom.
I love you. Okay. Velvet Boutique.
Oh my God, beautiful.
Velvet
India.
Yeah, her stuff is phenomenal.
Yo, this is
phenomenal.
Crazy.
Oh, wow. Again, I don't get to see. They just like give it. Ooh, how pretty. So what I did was I sent your info, your Instagram, and I was like, feel her out and just pick out what you want to give her.
This shit goes hard. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like it's my birthday.
It is your birthday, by the way. Happy birthday. Because this episode comes out a day before your birthday, because yours is the 12th. This comes out on the 11th. Does it come out a day before Colonizer Day? Colonizer Day this year is on the 14th. Okay, period. I'm doing an event called Voices of Sankofa every year because of that. So I love how you know what's up. You know, my retreat, it says Indigenous Peoples Weekend. Amazing. Yeah. That's it. That shit's on my birthday. That's what we need to talk about. You told me that. That shit's on my birthday. I usually get like the weekend. It's always a long. So I grew up in Jersey. Where'd you grow up? You grew up here. Here, Miami. So I grew up in Jersey. We get Indigenous Day off. Wow. So my birthday is always like a long weekend. Yeah. We get that Monday off. Yeah. Listen, that's and now people are calling it Indigenous Day. People aren't. Oh my God, you know. Shit over there. So this is Goddess OG. I love her stuff. You're always talking about how my skin looks. Yes. This is who I wear. That's because I don't eat fucking pork. That's why your skin fucking looks like that. My man's Latin. I stay eating fucking lechon and shit. That's why my skin looks like this. And I'm white. Fucking aging like milk over here. Thanks, Mom. You're doing great though. Like you're aging beautifully like fine wine. Honestly, my mom is 71 and she looks incredible. No, she looks good. She looks good. Wow. And she's like doing it natural too. Age, she's doing it natural, like nothing. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, I'm like, all right. So this is Goddess OG. Her oils, amazing. This is oil? Yeah. Her stuff, yes, please. Amazing. My husband's like, you're getting oil all over the house. I go to be mindful. I do my twist and I go to teach and I stand up against the mirror and the shit's fucking like greasy as fuck. I wear tights a lot. So sometimes I have to like not put on her oils just so like the tights. Yeah. Or I like have to rub it in really, but I do put it on my face. Night. Oh, that's a good idea. I do everything at night and then sleep in sweats and like fuzzy socks. I cook like little chicken. That's cute. That's what I do. I can see you cute like that. And like wrapped up. So J Cash Jewels. Oh shit! You know who that is? Following me. Oh yeah, because I told her. Grills. Wait, I want to hit her up. And she actually, this is her stuff. This is her jewelry that she gave me, and this is the bracelet that she gave me too. And she did give me a fan too. I didn't see what you got, but wow. Wait. And so some of these are from, she described Ghana. Is that where she's from? No, but that's where this fan is from. You should do a retreat in Africa. Yeah. You want to do it? No, but let's do it. We'll talk about it, girl. Are you doing it already? I'm talking about it now in Tanzania. You want to do it? Tanzania is where I want to do it. Girl, right away. I'm looking at it. You want to do it together? You want to do it by yourself? Let's do it together. I can't. That's in numbers when we do it together. Let's do it. Let's do it 2025. Because I'm already talking about it. I already have the location. It's going to work out with my homegirl. I don't think it's going to work out with my homegirl. We had a conversation yesterday. You're going to do it in Tanzania? Like African safari? Tanzania. You know, the safari is there. The flights is like 3 racks. I know. So, and that's going to be it because, you know, we don't pay for the tickets. We don't charge them for the tickets. They have to buy their own tickets, but we charge for the entire experience. So it is going to be a pricey one, but people will come to that. No, my plan is to like build a retreat home there. That's the talk that I'm on right now. Can we do Africa? Yes, I would love to. What are we calling it? I love you. What's the name? Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Going back home or something. Back to black. Back to black.
Damn. No, because then the white girls won't come. The
Yeah.
white girls need to go there.
But they'll come. There are some that know what's up. I have a lot of good. Oh, wow.
Put
Beautiful.
these on
Yeah, I have
right
some.
now.
I knew you were going to say
Put
that.
these on right now.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, I have some white friends that love that stuff and they'll talk about it. I knew you were going to put this stuff on right away. Look
What
at
is
these
that? Is that
earrings. Wow.
Girl, bye. Where's my other earring?
Right here.
She just started popping. And I was like, oh, she makes grills because I fucking ate my grill.
Ate it?
I didn't eat it, but it fell out of my mouth when I was eating sweet green, and then I chewed it. I don't want to talk about it, and I was really upset to come on here without it today too.
If you guys could see my crew's face,
really bad.
You guys are so funny.
I love this.
All right.
Oh, this really dry. I'm sweating. It's really hot.
It's okay. Oh, you got something else too? Okay, you got it all. I got something like that too.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes, curry shells. Curry shells.
Yes, it's good for
energy.
fertility.
Yes,
Because it looks like a conchita.
Yes, girl.
Period.
All right. So I had to like pull this out because Lumia Beauty Skincare, Lumia, she's an Aries. She wrote me a whole bunch to say it. I'm like, girl, let me just say it.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh, it is. I did write a little bit because she did give me a script. I love it. But I love her so much and she's so on point and her stuff is so on point. I was like, I'm gonna let it say. I'm gonna say just a little bit. Too? This is J Cash.
Damn.
This is J Cash.
Damn.
And so now I have Lumia Beauty Skincare. So you can pull it out the box. She actually just texted me that. So this is, and her stuff, it's like a luxury and sustainability.
Has anyone ever gotten this many gifts?
Not this many. Not this. I was actually really surprised how many people. And there was one that I'm still going to give you the gift, but she didn't get to me in time. But so she's going to give you, I'll say it now. Le Vive Natural. Okay. She has the natural hair products and stuff like that. So you have a $55 gift card. Right now.
You're it.
$55 gift card with the Vive Natural and $55. Trust me, it's going to give you a whole lot. Plus, she has extra stuff to give you. So all I have to do is just get your info. I knew you were going to love it. So let me just say, so non-toxic, eco-friendly sustainability packaged.
Period.
Main formula is jasmine flowers. Girl, you're putting jasmine on you. But it's infused with a lot of powerful botanical, ingredients. Oh my God, so that's that. I had to bring the paper out for this because this one right here, Pirate Gypsy Portal.
Wait. Damn, I got so much hair right now.
I knew you were going to say that too.
I got to get it my brain.
My head. This fits my head.
I have a big ass head, dude.
Yours, me too. I have a big head plus locks. So girl, opal stone. I have to read the feathers because the feathers that you have are 3 feathers. It's rooster feather, which is protection, freedom, liberation, and self-expression. I knew you were going to put it on right away. The seagull feather is there. Wait, yes, girl, right here. Yes. And the seagull, it navigates through difficult times.
Girl.
And the pheasant feather, personality and courage. And so the opal is right there. We kind of got similar. I have the albino peacock. Ours is a little similar, but mine is like... Did you
bend it like that?
No, she gave it to me. Mine came like that. Yours came like that. Yeah. And so this represents our sign.
Damn, I gotta get... I know opal.
Yeah.
It's opal or rose quartz.
Yeah.
Go chippy chippy.
Yeah.
She not chippy chippy.
So she specifically did it for us through our sign. This right here is the fertility.
So beautiful.
Fertility sign. She told me. She's the one.
What'd she say?
She told me it was like the fertility. What about you?
Why did she do that? You told her to do that?
I just told her to look at you and feel it out. And she said, what's her sign? And I said, I know. I thought that. When she told me, I was like, this is perfect for your journey right now. You're so funny. I love you.
Please.
Oh my God. You had a whole trip, girl. I love you. And then Perfect Tree. I had to tell you earlier that I was going to give this to you because I know you don't partake.
Oh, my man does stuff.
Yeah, this is all for your king, your husband. He's going to be real happy when he opens that up. I can tell you that much.
I'm dead. Oh, no.
He's going to be really, really happy. And so, and all of it is, of course, self-care over healthcare, which represents, like, because you said, look, he's very functioning. He still works. He still does everything. And he engages and partakes.
I don't even understand it. It's funny. His business partner, too. He's like, you just behind doing everything. He's like, yep.
I used to be like that. Now I have to.
He's very much like that.
Minimize it a little bit.
He went yesterday. He was dad of the year after school, and he went to go pick up his shit high as fuck. He was like, I'm gonna be me. I'm like, better. Go ahead.
I love that.
Okay.
Yes, girl. So that is.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I know it was a lot of stuff.
I thought you were gonna get deeper with me. I thought you were gonna like.
I wanted to. But we went in.
I thought you were gonna get really deep with me. I was like, oh fuck, she gonna read me.
But let me tell you, when you go back, you're so funny. But you don't.
My husband's not. No,
That's
it's
what
not
you chose.
specific.
Yeah.
It's not specific. Honestly, it changed when I came to Florida.
Why?
Honestly? Oh god. Okay, I moved to Tampa before I moved here, and I felt like it was a big lack of education.
Okay, I could see that.
I felt like it was just really lack of education. Like I grew up in Jersey. I dated dudes from like Brooklyn, Harlem.
Okay.
And then I came down here and I came to Tampa and I was like, nah. Like there was people were wearing like house shoes outside. I was like, mm-mm. That's why I dated women. Not for
But now you're married to
like,
a wonderful person.
And my man's daughter's black. My man's daughter's black.
Yeah. And he has a really cool vibe, like really cool.
He's so cool.
Yeah,
honestly.
I can see it.
He's really cool. Damn, it's just not good. Lighters, we need lighters. The cats are always fucking with
lighters.
Do you have animals?
I don't. I
have cats. Could be everywhere.
Oh, we could talk about that part too, because I do think that it's not in our culture like that to like sleep with.
You ever follow black people pets?
Dogs on her.
You ever follow black people pets? You gotta follow black people pets.
For real.
It's changing the narrative.
Yeah, but you know why it's changing the narrative?
I don't sleep with the dog in the bed.
Yeah,
no.
And that's not our culture.
Cats are really clean. Cats are cleaner than dogs. Cats are clean. Dogs are not.
Yeah.
Cats don't smell. Dogs smell. But me and my cat be like making out. My cat's name is Thugga after Young Thug.
Thugga.
He's black. We call him Jeffrey when he acts up. And the other one's name is Coco with a K.
Oh my gosh, girl, I knew you were going to have me cracking up.
I love my cats. I wasn't a cat person until like 2 years ago. I hated them. I thought they were disgusting. I was scared of them. Every witch needs a cat.
I mean, I had a dog. I had a little baby hot dog. And he died and I'm still so sad about it.
Every witch needs a cat.
Yeah.
Get a cat, change your life.
There was something that you posted about the new moon. That I thought about it because it said witches, like you're like
you need to get a cat. You should get a cat.
Fuck you. So they're good for
they're good for everything.
Okay.
Cats are probably like, I don't know, dude. Something about them. They're magical.
Okay.
Because dogs are just like in your fucking face. You know what I mean? Cats, like they won't fuck with you if they don't like you. Cats are really good judge of character.
I could see you with the cat. You give me cat vibes.
The cats, I'm obsessed with the cats.
Yeah.
The cats are crazy. I love them.
Girl, you're
I found a cat outside my house. I used to live in Little Haiti and I was walking home. My stepdaughter and my husband was my husband at the time. And he's like, oh, you got a cat outside your house. And I was like, ew. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. And it's when I was working at Space. So I'd come home at like 10 in the morning. The cat would just be like,
yeah.
And I would
they know how to pick their person.
It would like bring me like little dead rats and shit. That's like they groom you. Those are gifts. So it'd bring me like dead lizards. It'd bring me like dead rats and like leave them out like in front of my house and just sit there. And I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Like we got it for you.
And then the cat would like sleep on my head for like a week when I first brought her in the house. That was her just being like, you're my bitch. And then now she doesn't even talk to me. Now she doesn't even fucking look at me.
Well, think about the cat.
I'm telling you, and they're low maintenance.
They are low maintenance. My mom had a cat. She's a cat person. My mom is a cat person.
Do you have like inside out? Like, do you live in a house? That, like,
yes.
Okay,
yes.
So keep it inside and outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't let it shit in the house. Fucking disgusting.
You are so funny.
Let it shit outside and then let it just like and come back inside. So cute.
On that note,
your daughter will love it.
I know. I know.
Love it. Get her a cat.
Well, we had a little cat and then she came too young. So she was playing with it so much. It just died. It was too young. It came too young. They took it away from the mother
but you can get a cat outside.
You are so funny. You're right.
System.
You're right.
Just leave some food outside. Your cat will find you.
This. It is time for a cat.
You should.
Yeah.
Every witch needs a cat. You need to ascend a little higher, with the cat. Okay, so we're going to Africa.
Okay, we're doing this.
Cheers to Africa.
Cheers to Africa. Cheers to Libra season.
Yes, cheers to you. I love you. Cheers to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. On that note, divine nectar. Peace. I love you. I'm still working out the exit point, but